Hello everyone, am I audible? Let me know.
ये हमारे कैप्टन ऐसी टीम बनाते हैं।
Okay, fine.
राहुल सलम नाम तो सुना होगा।
Fine. Hello everyone, I think I'm audible now. Let me start. Hello everyone, I'm myself Dr. Deepti Karya. I'm MD PhD Physiology and I'm your faculty for Physiology. Okay. Uh, in my channel, hello Sakshi, good evening beta. In my channel, I am uploading videos for MBBS nursing, physiotherapy, homeopathy students. So if you have anyone in your friend who is studying in first year MBBS nursing, physiotherapy and homeopathy, please share this video with your friend. Okay. Uh, if you wish that I can complete your syllabus, you just watch me daily. I'm daily live from Monday to Saturday at 9 p.m. Okay, so you can watch me live. Hello Avni, welcome to my class. Okay, fine. Another important announcement here is you can go get all my this notes, physiology notes in soft copy as well as hard copy. For soft copy, you can download the app Vesalius from Play Store and you can get not only physiology but anatomy videos as well as images, diagram, short question answers, short notes, long question answers and much more. Okay, for that you have to subscribe the channel. Fine. Welcome you all. Another, if you wish to get hard copy of all my lectures, that is also available in the form of physiology notes, that is available on the Flipkart as well as on Amazon also. And for practical, we have one more app, that is Practicable, that also is available on the Play Store. All the links I have shared in my description box, so you can go to description box and you can get all the links. Okay, now let us continue our today's topic, that is cell physiology, fourth session. First three sessions are there on my channel, so if you have not subscribed my channel till you just subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon, so whenever I'm live you can get the notification. Okay, fine. One more important thing I would like to tell you all, that please share this video with all your friends, all your school friends, all your college friends. That will be definitely helpful for all the friends. So if you feel that he or she is your best friend, you will share it with them. Okay, this is very much beneficial because the fellow will be going to complete the whole syllabus just by watching video for half an hour. One more announcement here, from today I have started one more new thing, that at the end of my class I will put 10 MCQs. Okay, so if you have attended my class nicely, you can be easily able to answer all these 10 MCQs. So this makes your topic very easy. I have seen that if after understanding or after reading a topic, if you do MCQ, then your topic will be thorough. You can easily understand the topic. So those who are live, I request you all, please share now. Please share this link to all your friends, okay, and ask them to watch all those videos. This is not for my benefit only, but for benefit of all the students. So please, this is my humble request to all those who are watching me. Please share my all videos with all your friends. Okay, so let us start. Get set go. I wish you will be having all your MCQs correct. Okay, so at the end I will ask 10 MCQ. I have kept 10 MCQs in my slides. Okay, so that 10 MCQs are also another important thing. I have taken all the MCQs from previous year question papers. Okay, NEET PG question papers, these MCQs are taken, so they will be very much helpful to all of you. Okay, so you can say that topic wise MCQs, if you prepare, that becomes very easy for you. So first you understand the topic, and followed by, if you are practicing MCQ, that is the best way. Okay, so let us start. Okay, so today's topic, I will discuss two topics today. Okay, one, that is intercellular junctions, and second is apoptosis. So again I request, now just share this link to all your friends. Okay, now let us start today's talk. Okay, so starting with intercellular junction. Okay, you can see here we have different cells. between the cells junctions, they are known as intercellular junctions. So let us define first what is intercellular junctions. Okay, junctions formed between cells. Okay, between cells there are different types of junctions, not only one kind of junctions, depending on the function, depending on the structure, location, and so many things. Okay, fine. So first of all, definition, that is intercellular junction, that is the junction between cells. Okay, fine. Here you can see cell membrane of two cells, neighboring cells, they come together and they are connected with each other by intercellular junctions. Okay, now there are mainly three types of intercellular junctions. Okay, try to remember now only. One, that is tight junctions, I will discuss in detail. Second, that is anchoring junction. Anchor means they strengthen the adhesion or intercellular connection. Okay. Third, that is gap junction. Okay. I repeat. Number one, tight junction. Number two, anchoring junction. And number three, gap junctions. We will discuss one by one. Fine. Starting with first, tight junctions. Okay. You can see here, this is the diagram of tight junction. This one. Okay, now what is tight junction? First of all, we will discuss structure of tight junction. You can see here cell membrane. Here you can see this is schematic diagram. Okay, this is not the actual diagram. Is in this same diagram you will not find all these types of junctions. Okay, it is not possible. Different cells have different junctions, but to make it easy, this kind of diagram is given in your book. So don't get confused that madam ऐसा diagram दिया है, एक में tight भी है, anchoring है. This is not possible. Fine. Okay, fine. So now tight junction, what is the structure? First of all, you can see that two cell membranes, they come to close together. Neighboring cell membrane fuse together. Okay, and one outer layer of this, both the cell membranes, they are fused together, and the space between the intercellular, or you can say intercellular space or space between two cells, that is obliterated. Okay, now what is the use of these junctions? These junctions, they act as barrier for the movement of ions as well as other solutes. So they are another important thing, tight, but they are not very much tight. Okay, some substances can pass also. Okay, now another names also, sometimes the question may be asked as not only tight junction, may be asked as zona occludans. Occlude means band karna, occludans. Okay, or occluding zone. Tight junctions or zona occludans or occluding zone. Fine. Now where are they present? कहाँ पे रहते हैं? Number one, they are present in the renal tubular epithelial cells. Okay, renal tubules, I think all of you are knowing. In the epithelium of renal tubules, we have tight junction. This kind of apical cell is there. Between two cells, we have tight junctions. Okay, in the intestinal epithelial cells also, tight junctions are available. Blood-brain barrier. Okay, blood vessels in brain tissue. There is a barrier, that is blood brain barrier here also, and blood aqueous barrier, aqueous humor and blood vessel, there is blood aqueous barrier, there also we have tight junctions. Fine. Okay, then blood retinal barrier, that is, this is present between adjacent cells of retinal pigment epithelium. In the retina you have pigment epithelial cells, epithelial layer, where also you have this blood retinal barrier between epithelial cells of the retina. Okay, and in the hepatobiliary tract and choroid plexus also, this kind of tight junctions are present. Try to remember all these sites. Okay, we have discussed structure, we have discussed that it is a barrier and they are present. You can easily remember in the kidney, in the intestine, brain, retina, and hepatobiliary and choroid plexus. Fine. Now functions. These are tight junctions. You can see, as I told you, they are not very tight. So they are selectively permeable. Selective permeability means few substances can pass and not all. Okay, so they prevent transport of macromolecules. Macro means large one. Large molecules cannot pass. Okay, but some of the molecules, they can easily pass. Okay, they also, another important function is that they form a blood-brain barrier. Very important thing, because this blood-brain barrier prevents entry of toxic substances, bilirubin, drugs, so many things inside the brain. Okay, in the ciliary body, they form blood aqueous barrier between the cells of pigmented epithelium and this pigmented epithelial cells, there is a blood aqueous barrier that is also in the form of tight junction between two cells. Okay, so these are the functions of tight junction. What are the other names of tight junctions? We have discussed zona occludans or occluding zone. Okay, easily remember TO2 करके easily remember कर सकते हैं, TO2 tight junction occludans. ओके, न्यूमोनिक क्यों बता रही हूँ? बिकॉज दूसरा आएगा फिर कंफ्यूजन होगा. ठीक है, टाइट जंक्शंस आर नोन एज जोना ऑक्लूडांस, TO2. ओके, सेकेंड आएगा एंकरिंग जंक्शन, इजी, ए फॉर ए, एंकरिंग zona adherens, A for A. Okay, now it becomes easy for you to remember. Tight junctions, TO2, zona occludans. Anchoring junction, zona adherens. Okay, here you can see this one. Now we discuss about the structure. This is in two forms. Number one is desmosome and other is hemidesmosome. First of all, we will discuss the structure. Okay, you can see here what is the structure. You can see this is the cell membrane of one cell and cell membrane of other cell. Okay, but here there is a gap between these two. They are separated by a space. This space is 15 to 20 nanometer wide, and this space that is obliterated by accumulation of the proteins. You can see here these are, okay, and this proteins at the cell surface, and these proteins they hold adjacent cells together, so they anchor, strengthen the adjacent cells. Fine. Okay, another important thing, which are these proteins? Mainly these are intermediate filaments. We have discussed intermediate filaments. Okay, microfilaments, microtubules and intermediate filaments. So intermediate filaments are there here, they hold this one. Okay, so bundles of intermediate filaments, they project from this intercellular junction areas. Okay, junction areas, and they radiate to the cytoplasm. Okay, and here what is the role of these intermediate filaments? They hold the adjacent cells. Fine. So now another, there are of two types. Number one is desmosomes and second is hemidesmosomes. Okay, what is desmosome? Desmosomes, that is cell to cell anchoring junction, means both the side cells are there. Here also cells are there, this side also, this is a cell. Okay, and intermediate filaments are there. In this type of adherens junction, thick focal areas are formed on this opposing cell membrane. Fine. Okay, then second is hemidesmosome. What is this hemidesmosome? You can see here one side there is cell. Okay, but other side you can see here there is extracellular matrix. Okay, so both the side cells are not there. What happens here in the desmosome? Both the side cells are there. This is the cell, this is the cell. Here this is cell and extracellular matrix. Okay, so here there is thickening is seen only on the membrane of two adjacent cell, but here one is the cell, other is the extracellular matrix. Okay, and this is seen in, you can see the skin, because in skin you can see we have a cell here, but then this is epidermis. So the cell of the epidermis, they have only one layer of cell and there is extracellular fluid. So hemidesmosomes are there, cells to basal lamina or extracellular matrix connection. Okay, so you can see here intermediate filaments are on one side only to anchor. Am I clear? So this is hemidesmosome. Second type of cell intercellular junctions we have discussed. First one is we have discussed. First is tight junctions. I repeat for the students, those who are joining late, tight junctions. Okay, tight junctions are zona occludans. Then anchoring junctions, they are zona adherens, A for A, I told you. Then third is gap junctions, they are known as nexus. Try to remember all these names. Only three you have to remember. Tight junctions, zona occludans, then anchoring junctions or zona adherens, and third, that is gap junctions or nexus. Okay, now here you can see what is the structure. First we discuss, there are channels between these two cell membrane. You can see this is a channel, gap junction channel. You can see here this, and this is very important structure here because substances they pass from one cell to other through these channels. Okay, so presence of channels on the lateral surface of two adjacent cells. Fine. Okay, and through which molecules, through which action potential also pass. Okay, so easily there is, you can say, connection between two cells through gap junction. Okay, you can see here these are densely packed particles, they are present in the gap, and these are your proteins, connexon. Okay, through each of which there appears to be a channel that connects two cells. Okay, through this connexon we have a channel. You can see this is the channel which is closed and this is a channel which is open. Fine. You can see, and this channel opening and closure, that is also regulated by intracellular calcium ions. pH means H plus concentration, voltage also. So diameter of the channel is regulated by these all factors. Okay, now you can see here, this is connexon. This is, you can see, it has 6 subunits. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 subunits of protein are there. That is connexon, and they are present surrounding each half of the channel. You can say this side or this side. Am I clear? And the size of intercellular space, this is the space that is regulated by this connexon. Am I clear? Another important thing, this size is normally 15 to, try to remember this size, 15 to 20 nanometer, but this is reduced because of these proteins and all. This is reduced to 2 to 3 nanometer at the junction. Okay, now very important point comes, this gap junctions are present commonly in your cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. Very important. Skeletal muscles, they don't have this kind of gap junctions. Okay, so cardiac muscles, they act as syncytium, single unit, syncytium, because action potential passes from this gap junction from one cell to another cell easily. Okay, so cardiac muscle, whenever cardiac muscle, in heart we have gap junction. Smooth muscle, we have smooth muscles in the intestine. Okay, so there also we have this kind of gap junctions, and there are 20 different connexon genes are present. Okay, fine. Now what are the functions of gap junctions? Gap junctions, as I told you, ions can easily pass through these gap junctions. Okay, so permit intercellular passage of ions, passage of glucose, amino acids, and other substances. Very important thing, the substance must be having weight of about molecular weight of 1000. Up to that the substance can pass. Fine. Another, as I told you, action potential can also pass. You can see propagated action potential. This is also seen in this diagram. In the cardiac muscle, you can see here, I'll show you. This is the cardiac muscle. You can see it has got gap junction. So this action potential, it can easily pass through this gap junction and it passes through the other cell. So cardiac muscle acts as physiological syncytium. Physiological means functional, not structural. Functional. Syncytium means single unit. Fine. And another important thing, chemical messenger also get exchanged from this gap junctions. Fine. So these are the functions of gap junction. So this is all about your intercellular junction. It is asked as a short note. Okay, intercellular junction. Then we will discuss another small short note topic, that is apoptosis. This will be asked in your clinics also, in your pathology also, apoptosis. Now what is this apoptosis? The apoptosis is defined as in 3 words only: programmed cell death. Cell death, but that is programmed. When cell completes its life, cell is going to die, and that is apoptosis. And this comes from the Greek word falling off, or it is also known as dropping off. Okay, that is apoptosis. We will discuss. Now, this apoptosis, that is under genetic control. Okay, this is a natural process in some situations. So apoptosis is physiological as well as pathological. We will discuss which are the physiological causes for apoptosis and pathological. Most of the in healthy individual, this is physiologically. In some situations there is apoptosis. For example, when synapses are formed, some of the neurons which are not used, they also undergoes apoptosis. Okay, second important example of apoptosis is during fetal life, embryonic life. You can see in fetus, you can see here there is a web between the fingers. Okay, so this tissue like web in the finger that undergoes apoptosis. So this web disappears, you can see, and our hand becomes like this. Without this web, we have a spaces between fingers that is not there in the fetal life. So this part, this is web, it undergoes apoptosis. Fine. So these are the physiological examples. We will discuss more physiological examples also now. Another thing, this, what is the role of this apoptosis? Why is it important? Because apoptosis play an important role in the removal of unwanted cells. If our body is not requiring any cell, that is removed by apoptosis. One thing. Second, degenerated cells are also removed, harmful cells are also removed, and self-reactive cells. Means suppose in case of autoimmune disease, some cells they destroy our own tissue, so they are also required to be removed. Self-reactive cells. Okay, so what is the role of apoptosis? In the removal of unwanted cells, degenerated harmful cells, and self-reacting cell, as well as malignancy. Here very important thing, clinical aspect here is, when there is carcinoma or malignancy, this apoptosis is disturbed. Or autoimmune disease, means what happens here, self-reactive cells are not destroyed, so this self-reactive cells produces antibodies against their own tissue. So malignancy and autoimmune diseases. Fine. Now, what is the mechanism? So first of all, this is like a slightly molecular mechanism. You can see here in the mitochondria, we have, you can see here, we have this Caspases. These are the cysteine, proteases, inactivate enzymes. Activation of these enzymes. If you cannot remember the whole name, you can just remember mitochondria have Caspases. These caspases are activated. You can see here there is activation of caspase from the mitochondria. Okay, and because of activation of this enzymes, what happens? DNA of the nucleus gets fragmented. Okay, then chromatin gets condensed. Then cell is broken down, and whatever fragments are formed, they are removed by phagocytosis. Okay, fine. Now, next. What are the factors they initiate this caspase pathway? Okay, so which are the factors? Number one, you can see, suppose there is inflammation, this pathway gets activated. Internal stimuli like lack of oxygen, lack of nutrients, some heat shock proteins, also infection, inflammation. Okay, so these are all the stresses. Okay, activation of death receptors, or you can say second, mitochondrial derived activator of caspase, that is also there, that activates caspase 9. Previously caspase at 8 was activated. Then tumor necrosis factor, that also activates caspase 8. Okay, transmembrane protein FAS, that is also produced by natural killer cells. Okay, and this natural killer cells and T lymphocytes, they produce this FAS protein, and that also activates the caspase pathway. And free radicals, as well as lack of growth factors. If growth factors are also not there, then there is also caspase pathway activation. Try to remember how much you can remember. Okay, now, what are the steps in apoptosis? What happens in apoptosis? First of all, because of any external or internal stimuli, what happens? There is FAS receptors are activated, okay, and they activate caspase pathway. This one, this is caspase pathway, okay, and they cause proteolysis, okay. Then second thing here is ceramide generation. You can see here ceramide. I'll show you here. What is the ceramide? Ceramide, that is produced from the sphingomyelin that is present in the cell membrane. Okay, sphingomyelin in the cell membrane is hydrolyzed and it forms ceramide. And this ceramide, it causes injury to the mitochondria here, and that again activates the your apoptosis process. Okay, and another step, that is there is DNA injury. DNA injury also influences nuclear protein, that is TP53, and which induce synthesis of your, I will just show you, BAX. I think here it induce synthesis of this BAX, and that also stimulates apoptosis. Okay, now what happens in apoptosis? There is shrinkage of cell. So first of all, cell gets shrinkage of cell. Okay, then chromatin in the nucleus gets condensed. Okay, so one is shrinkage of cell, condensation of chromatin, then there is budding of cell membrane, there is formation of apoptotic bodies, and nuclear gets degenerated. Here you can see formation of apoptotic bodies and lysis of the apoptotic body by phagocytosis. Fine. So this is the process of apoptosis. Now, physiological and pathological examples of apoptosis, where apoptosis takes place in physiological and pathological situations. Okay, you can see here at the time of sex determination. Okay, in intrauterine life, uh, before the determination of sex in the fetus, there are Mullerian duct and Wolffian duct. Okay, Wolffian and Muller. Mullerian duct is for women and Wolffian duct is for male. Okay, so here if the fetus is going to be male, then there is regression of Mullerian duct. Initially both the ducts are present before determination of sex. Then in males this Mullerian ducts get inhibited. Okay, and in females Wolffian duct is regress, so that is by apoptosis. First example. Second, neurons are degenerated. Okay, third, removal of inappropriate clones of immune cells, so autoimmune disease will not occur, otherwise autoimmune diseases are there. Okay, then physiologically you can say some hormone dependent tissues, they also undergo apoptosis. I'll show you here. After menopause, you can see estrogen is less, so the breast tissue. Okay, after delivery, after you can say lactation also, breast tissue undergo regression, uterus undergo regression after menopause. So that is physiological involution of cell, those who are dependent on the hormone. Okay, then normal shedding of intestinal epithelium, that is also by apoptosis. Okay, intestinal epithelium sheds at the interval of 3 to 5 days. Okay, then involution of thymus after childhood, that is also an example of apoptosis. Fine. So this is the clinical significance of physiological apoptosis. Now pathological processes of apoptosis. Okay, here you can see pathologically, when one is giving chemotherapy, these tumor cells, they are destroyed. Okay, so pathological apoptosis is anti-cancer drugs, they destroy tumor cells. One. Second thing, transplanted cells, they are also destroyed by cytotoxic T cells. Okay, and rejection of transplantation tissue. Then cell death, that is by viral infection. Okay, apoptosis after we remove the stimulus, that is also pathological apoptosis. Fine. Then cell death by radiation, hypoxia, thermal injury, that is also an example of pathological process. Degenerative diseases like in Alzheimer's disease, in Parkinson disease, also these neurons are degenerated by apoptosis. Okay, so this is all about the topic apoptosis. Now we come to the questions. Okay, MCQs. I have prepared 10 MCQs, and you just, those who are watching me live as well as recorded videos, you just try to attempt this 10 MCQs, try to give answers of all. Okay, so let us discuss number 1, that is the cells are associated in the tissue by all except. Okay, if you are there watching me live, you can write down the answer in comment box also. Fine. So 1, that is tight junction, second desmosomes, third gap junction, and D is spectrine. Okay, tell me the correct answer. If you are watching me live, I will give you 30 seconds. Okay, after 30 seconds I will give the answer, because in YouTube we don't have facility of poll. Poll facility is not available, so I just give you 30 seconds. Okay, and the correct answer, that is spectrine. Fine. Here, as I told you, we have discussed tight junctions, desmosomes, and gap junctions. They all are cells associated into the tissue. Spectrine, that is the anchoring protein in the cell membrane, maintains the shape. Okay, fine. Next MCQ. Junction that forms a barrier to the movement of ions from one cell to another cell. Options are tight junction, adherens junction, gap junction, and desmosome. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, fine. And the correct answer is tight junction. Okay, why? Because here you can see gap junctions, easily ions they pass. Okay, adherens junction. Also, we have not here, there is no, you can say, occlusion between the membrane. Tight junction, they are known as zona occludans. So there is a barrier. So the correct option is tight junction. Fine. Third question, try to give the answer in chat box if you know the answer. Okay, I will give 30 seconds after. Okay. Path B. Okay. Better that is second answer, that is A. That is tight junction. Okay. Fine. Very good. You tried. That is your try is really appreciated. Okay. Third question. Just read it and try to give answer. Fine. All are true about gap junctions except it permits rapid propagation of electrical potential changes from one cell to another. B. It permits direct transfer of ions from one cell to another. C. It is transfer by a channel that connect two cells. And D. It is plentiful in skeletal muscles. Again, those who are watching me live, I request you to share this all videos with all your friends. If you feel that you have true friends, I think this is really a great help for all your friends to whom you are watching or to whom you are sharing this video. Okay, because I am here in the physiology since 17 years and I know that what are the difficulties students are facing, and this is the reason I have started from the very beginning of the MBBS, because your MBBS has been started now, and if you are watching me live daily, it is a great help for you. So please share with all your friends. Okay, it is easy to share funny videos, okay, but it is difficult to share learning videos. So I request you all that you share with all your friends so they also get benefited other than watching funny videos and passing the time. In medical studies, these videos are very much helpful. Okay, so this is my humble request to all. Fine. So answer of this is third one. Answer is here D. As I told you, gap junctions are highest. Anshu, beta, Anshu, answer is beta. Third question answer, that is D. This one. I told you. You just watch my video completely. I told you gap junctions are present in cardiac muscles and smooth muscles in large amount, plentiful. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, fourth one. Gap junctions, always I request you all, please watch the video and then try to give answers so your all answers will be correct. Okay, gap junctions are intercellular connections. This primarily serve to keep cells separated, serve as a barrier to prevent molecular movement within the cells. Cell membrane permit rapid spread of electrical potential charges from one cell to other and hold adjacent cells firmly together in the areas they are subjected to stretch. Okay, so what is gap junction? आज late, okay, Anshu, you are late today. Okay, so you can, if you are late, you just save the video, you can watch it later on also. And my humble request to all those who are watching, please share all my videos to all your friends and ask them to watch all my videos. This is really a great help for them. Okay, fine. Uh-huh. And here answer is this one. Gap junctions, they permit spread of electrical potential. As I told you, action potential pass from one cell to another cell through gap junction. Okay, fine. If you are late today, Ashish, okay, welcome to my class. If you are late today, that is fine. You just go through this, but tomorrow onwards, please Be on time. From Monday to Saturday, we have 9 o'clock lecture time. Fine. Now, fifth one. Cell junctions allowing exchange of cytoplasmic molecules between the cell. This is easy answer. You can easily give the answer. Gap junction, tight junction, adherens and desmosomes. Fine. Who will answer me? Your time starts now. I will give 30 seconds for the answer. What is the correct answer? And the correct answer, as I told you, exchange. That is, for that we have gap junctions. There is a gap, so ions they can pass, action potential can pass, okay, glucose, calcium, all can pass from one cell to another, okay. Sixth question, Sakshi, better not the D option. Desmosome is not for exchange, okay. No, desmosome is not for the exchange. For exchange of molecule, gap junction. This is the correct answer. Gap junction. Desmosome and this adherens, they are anchoring junction. Anchoring means they strengthen, give strength. Fine. Parth, fine. Correct answer. Parth, your answer is correct. Fine. Next question, 6. Tight junctions are seen in all except tight junctions are seen in all except cardiac muscle, renal tubules, intestine, choroid plexus. This is also easy question. Give me the answer, beta. Question number 6. I am giving you 30 seconds for the answer. Give me the answer. What is the correct answer? What is the correct answer? As we have discussed, cardiac muscles, they have gap junctions. So tight junctions are not present except means which of the followings they don't have tight junction. So cardiac muscle is the answer. Am I clear? I repeat, all these questions are taken from NEET PG previous year questions. So please just attend them nicely. Then 7th. True about gap junctions are all except. Except means what is not true. Okay. So transmit electric signal. We have discussed gap junctions. They transmit electric signals. Allow the ions to pass. Intercellular space 10 nanometer and seen in the cardiac muscle. So what is the correct answer? Please, if you know the answer, please send it in the chat box. If you are watching me and if you are knowing the answer. True about the gap junction. What is true about gap junction? I'll give you 15 seconds more. Anyone? Can anyone know the answer? Can anyone give me the answer? No, no one. Okay, I'll give you the answer. As we have discussed, in gap junction, the intracellular space, that is 2 to 3 nanometer. So this is not the correct option. Okay, gap junction will pass electric signal, will pass ions and also seen in the cardiac muscle. Fine. Now, those who are watching me, there is One thing you have to note that you are not able to answer. What is the reason you have not attended? Avni beta, D is not the correct answer. You have not attended the lecture properly. Then only you cannot be able to answer. Okay, so try to attend lecture from next time. Next time onwards, I will definitely ask questions. 10 questions are there at the end of my class. So always, if you are attending my class, you just have to prepare for the question also. So that becomes your topic is complete. Okay. Now, gap junctions are absent in the cardiac muscle, absent in the smooth muscle, present in the cardiac muscle, to transmit impulses from one to another myocyte, and present in the cardiac muscle but no role. What is true for the gap junction? Hmm? Hmm? Who will tell me what is true for the gap junction? B. Anshu, B is also not correct. Gap junctions are absent in the smooth muscle. I told you gap junctions are highest in smooth and cardiac muscle. Present in smooth and cardiac muscle. What is the correct? They are present. This is the correct option C. They are present in the cardiac muscle to transmit impulse from one to other myocyte. No, we have discussed. This is your cardiac muscle. They have gap junction like this. And through this gap junction, action potential will pass from one cell to other easily. So this is the correct option. Okay. Ninth one. Which of the following is a feature of zona occludans with respect to zona adherens? Occludans I told you. What is occludans? Tight junction. TO2. याद रखने के लिए बताया था. Tight junction. Fine. Okay. And zona adherens, that is your zona adherens or anchoring junction. So which of the following is a feature of zone tight junction? So हमें tight junction का feature देखना है. ठीक है, कौन सा tight junction का feature है? Plasma membrane of zona occludens fuses with each other, do not allow passage of any ions, present on the epithelial cells but absent on the endothelial cells, and all of the above. I'll give you 15 seconds to answer. 15 seconds given. Okay, you can see here. I told you, tight junctions are not very much tight. So it will allow the passage of ions. So this is not true. Okay. Tight junctions are present on the epithelial cell. It is not true. They are present on endothelial cell also. Smooth muscle रहेगा वहाँ पे tight junction रहेगा. ठीक है. All of the above is also not true. So what is true here? As I have shown in this diagram, two cell membrane, they come close together, fuse with each other, and there is a tight junction. So this is the correct option. Okay. पहले question का answer. Which question beta? Tell me the question number, Anshu, and I will give you the answer. Tell me the question number. Which question you want to get the answer? This is question number 9. So which question answer you required? Anshu? Avni, A is correct. Ninth question answer is A. Correct. Anshu, give me a reply beta. Which question answer you required? 8 or 9? Answer of 9, that is A. Okay, and answer of 8, that is C. Okay, I am writing both the answer. 8th question answer is C and 9th question answer is A. Fine. This is A. Okay. Now, last one. Which of the following is false about apoptosis? Apoptosis, we have discussed. False. Apoptosis is a programmed cell death. It is known as cell suicide. So this is also correct. This is also correct. Okay. And plays role in the embryonal. Very good, Anshu. This is your correct answer. So what is false? This is false. So your correct option is D. D, beta, D, not B. It is cell suicide. It is also known as cell suicide. Correct option is D. It occurs as not as a natural process. In autoimmune disease, this apoptosis is absent or apoptosis is abnormal process. Okay, fine. So this is your D. Very good, Parth. Your answer is correct. Fine. So this is all about today's topic in question answer. I hope you like my video. Another important announcement again, those who are coming late, all my notes are available in soft copy. You can download the app Vesalius from Play Store. This is the logo of the app Vesalius. You can get all these things, MCQs, you can get question answer, you can get short notes, long question answer videos, and all in this app. You have to subscribe after downloading the app. And second thing, if you wish to get hard copy of my all notes, that is also available on Flipkart as well as on the Amazon. Okay, one more humble request to all, please share this video to all your friends if you feel that you have real friends. Okay, because I have only 4 5 listener, I don't like, please. अंशु एट्थ का आंसर सी है. अंशु एट्थ आंसर ऑफ एट्थ इज सी. Okay, fine. So this is all about today's class. We will meet on Monday. We have a new class on Monday. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being with me. Okay.